Hey, this is Blake from the Gig Harbor Fly Shop, and the Hobie Outback is one of our favorite Hobie kayaks for fishing out in Puget Sound as well as on the coast. And I want to go over 5 accessories that are must-have accessories for this kayak. Here I have set up one of our guide boats, and this is the hatch that goes in the front of the boat. Doesn't come with the kayak, but this is a must-have accessory. If you're gonna store anything up front, you wanna keep all of your items from disappearing down the boat. There's been times in the past where you lift the boat up and you hear the rattle and you're like, oh man, there's something down in there. So hatch bucket, great accessory to be able to keep things dry and organized in the front hatch. One of our favorite new accessories from Hobie is this Hrail that you can add on to the side here. It only takes 2 screws to make the upgrade. It's super easy. But this, if you're gonna stand up in the Outback and getting in and out of the boat, having this elevated bar here to be able to hold on to it really makes a big difference. You can also accessorize it with different Hrail mounts. But this is what we've put on all of our Outback boats that are in our guide fleet. And this is one of my favorite ones. Fishermen are always asking us about rod holders and which rod holders to use. And sometimes they already have some rod holders and they're trying to figure out a system that works. And with the new Ram Adaptaport, this makes things really simple because whether you have Ram mounts, Scotty mounts, fish on, the great thing about the Adaptaport is that it takes all of them. And so this is a great way to be able to set your kayak up with a rod holder if you already have one, or you can mix and match rod holders and then your mounts all still work. This specific one is for the Hrail. If you're gonna troll in the Outback and you're gonna have that rod on tension, if you just have the one that goes in the track mount, sometimes it can turn on you a little bit. The one that goes on the Hrail is a super positive mount. It doesn't move at all. It can handle a lot of torque. And so if, like when we're out trolling for king salmon, you can have a big king pull pretty hard and this thing doesn't move at all. Working our way toward the back of the kayak, to be able to store things behind you, the Hobie H-Crate comes in handy. And not only does it have the Hrail, so you can mount different Hrail adapters and mounts on there, but you also have 4 corners where you can put a net or extra rods. And I like to utilize those more than the built-in molded rod holders on the side, especially for fly casting. It gives you options to move your net or different items around so that you're not snagging up on stuff behind you. And then you have all the storage inside to be able to put a bag or tackle boxes, all that kind of stuff. There's bungees on the corners, and this helps lock in items that you don't want to lose out over the side of the boat. On the flat surfaces of the H-Crate, there's also the option to mount different rod holders on there as well. So if you're gonna take a lot of different rods out with you, you can have them vertically mounted on the back side of there. Some people take their Hobie wheel cart and flip it upside down and put it through the scupper holes right behind the seat, but that then takes the place of the H-Crate, and you don't need the wheels when you're out on the water. And so Hobie has also built in another spot to be able to hide your wheels, and it's in the very back of the kayak right here. For our last favorite Hobie accessory is this Hobie safety flag. This comes with a mount that you replace in the back here. This is easy to unscrew. You just unscrew them by hand. You replace this one with the one that's in the back. Run the bungee through the D-loop. And then the great thing about this is that there's a little thumb screw that allows you to put this fiberglass safety flag in and tighten it down. And there's a lot of days where we don't need the safety flag, especially fishing lakes and on flat water. But there's days coastal fishing as well as out in the wind or just during the height of the salmon season when there's a lot of other boats out. It's really nice to have that visibility up top. One thing to remember for fly anglers is it does also create something that you can get caught up on. And so you want to have this on the opposite side of your casting arm. There's tons of other accessories available for the Hobie Outback, and we have those on our website. Make sure you check those out. All of these are linked in the video description below, but these are our top 5 favorite ones. And if you have any questions, let us know. We'd love to help you out in accessorizing your Hobie Outback. Thanks.